Hello, quick video here, and I will get back to the other series. I have half of the following video done. It was like a 2 hour video, but the second half got scrambled. But anyway, this video is going to be on the batch plot. So I was having issues plotting drawings for this because there's like 200 and there's over 300 single part drawings, and that might not be a lot for some people, but it's quite a lot for me, and it was crashing during the plot process. So if you go in here and go to your document manager, output document manager, okay. So what was happening here was I was coming in here and I was going in here and I was selecting all my assemblies and I was plotting them out, and then I was doing my single parts, but it was crashing in the middle. So it would waste like 10 minutes or more, and then it would crash and I'd have to try again. I tried to batch it, plot in like 20 pieces, 10 pieces wouldn't work. So it was recommended to me to use the Autocad batch plot, which I'd never really used. I tried to use it, but it did work really good for this. So I'm just going to do it for my approvals here. So what I'll do is I have added it up here to my quick toolbar, so just click on that. So it's going to come in. I don't have it automatically loading, but these come in here, so just delete them, and then we want to add files. So it takes you into your details folder, and then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to grab the ones I want here. So I want 100, I want 100, sorry, 10, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, and 108 is good, right? And then we go to 200s. These are the elevations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 205. I have a list here in front of me that I can just double check that I'm grabbing everything. Now, it should be everything because it's in your folder. And I just want a layout sheet, that's all. So you can select the model and the layout, or just the layout. And prefix, that's fine. Select. Now what it does is it adds the last one to the top for some reason, so just grab that, drag it down to the last one, and even if you have a couple of hundred, it'll scroll through it pretty quick. So now they're in the order I want to print them. So now I want to save that, so let's save that plotter. So you can see I've already saved my assemblies on this date and my single parts on this date. And then I'm going to do my approvals on this date. And then what happens is the next time you want to do it, it's already going to be set up. You just need to load this DSD file. So it's quite useful. I imagine most people probably do it the way I've been doing it, which is through Advanced Steel, but I do know of other people who have done it this way. I just never found the need to really. But for any larger projects now, I'm definitely going to set this up. Definitely. I do recommend it. So just make sure your settings are good here and it's going to the right place. I could change that, but I guess that's okay for now. It's going into my fabs folder, which I'll later rename to send to the client. And then it is already set. If you go in here, you can see a prompt for name. So I can either put the name in here or I can prompt for name. I kind of like the prompt for name, so I'll come in here. It's going to ask me for a name. It's putting this in the fabs, and I'm going to say Seacoast Approvals. And I will probably rename this with the client's name afterwards anyway. But I'll have the name mostly right, so I know where it is. Select, and then this will publish in the background. So just click on publish. You can see you'll get your print. I don't turn this off. I like to see this so I know that it's working. So close, and it tells you to check in the lower corner. So you can see down here, publish job in progress. So it's just starting, so it's not really going to give you any details just yet. But if you give it a second, let's just wait. We can see it's working away down there. Now you can keep working on your model. You can come into your document manager. This takes roughly, it took me like 8 minutes to do 300. So to output 300 single parts, and I did 190 assemblies in about the same time, maybe a little bit longer, so about less than 10 minutes. But you can keep working while it's doing it. So it's crashing. I guess Anis, I'm gonna butcher his name, Anis, he recommended it because it's super intensive on your PC to output these drawings, I think. So when you have loads of them, it's a little too much. So in the background at a slower pace seems to work better. So now if I come down here, you can see 7 of 21. So there's 21 sheets in my approvals, and there's 7 of them done. If I go back, it's on now at 8. Double click on this, it'll open up the box so you can see what I've plotted previously. So it gives you a whole list of the sheets and everything. So you can see the sheets here. So I can minimize that job, and let's see what else I have. This is my assemblies. So that's my assembly one, and this is my single part one. So it really is quite good. If I close that, you can see this is still working away. So I'm on 14. You know, just for the sake of the video, I'll just let it keep going so we can see what we have at the end. So it's on 16. So basically, instead of coming in here, and this is a bit annoying anyway because it doesn't keep your last setting. So in your prototype, you can set this so that when you go in here and go to batch plot, whatever you have this set to in your prototype, this will default to. So it will default to PDF, but it will not default to multi-sheet. So what you do is you have to go into the prototype to set that up. But I think for small jobs that's fine, and mostly I do small jobs, but for any larger jobs now, I am definitely going to use this way of doing it. So we can see the plot job is completed. There's no errors or warnings. I was just putting a QR code on the sheet. And if we go into DWG and Fabs, and we named it approvals, and we can see here are our approvals. And they've just opened on the other page, so I'll drag it over, or on the other screen I should say. So here are my approvals. So let's fit the page, and then you can just scroll down and you can see it has plotted them all in the order in the background while you can stay working away. So it's quite useful. Feel free to criticize my crappy drawings if you want. Anyway, that's not the point of it. So the point is, I would recommend that for any larger jobs. So do the batch plot for any larger jobs, the AutoCAD batch plot. Okay? Alright, I hope that helps. Alright, take care. Bye.